Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're going to get back into the swing of things with posting one video per week. We are going to be changing the days that the videos are going to be posted going forward. We're going to try and aim for Wednesdays every single week going forward. And I'm really excited because I'm going to be providing you content that you wouldn't get normally on Twitch. So this is fresh, brand spanking new content that you wouldn't get any other time that you see me. So I'm really excited to be starting to do some of this stuff for you guys. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, like this video. It does a lot to support me and my content, so those two little things would be really helpful. Thanks, guys. For those of you that don't know, January was my 5-year anniversary of streaming on Twitch, which is crazy to think about because it feels like I started yesterday, and it also feels like I started like 10 years ago. I feel like streaming is just like such a part of my life that I can't imagine not doing it. But at the same time, like I just remember so vividly like the first stream that I did. I actually remember playing Majora's Mask, which is my favorite game of all time. So anyways, over the 5 years that I've streamed on Twitch, I have learned a butt ton, a butt ton of things, and I wanted to share with you guys the top 5 things that I have learned in the 5 years of streaming on Twitch. I'm hoping that you can take something from me and apply it to your own content creation and maybe learn and avoid a few headaches that I ran into when I started streaming. All right, you guys, let's start with number 1. The first thing that I want to talk about is your community reflects you. And we can get into this in a couple different ways, but one thing that I did for a really long time on Twitch was I allowed more toxicity in my channel than I should have. A lot of the time it was because I always think that people have good intentions when that's not necessarily true. And I wanted to keep those viewers in my channel because it would help my channel grow and, you know, more people to be able to see me. With the help of my mods in the last couple of years, I have really learned that I should not tolerate bad behavior, uncomfortable behavior, behavior that doesn't reflect me and what I would normally say. And it definitely helps my channel feel like a safer place, a more positive place, and just where I would want to hang out in general. When I would let people get away with that, I could definitely notice that the things that I would let people get away with made it seem like it was okay for other people to do the same exact thing. And then I would have to double back and be like, hey, you can't say that, I'll time you out, like, and it was just like this whole confusing thing. So I would say have a lower tolerance for people treating you badly or treating your chat badly or not reflecting who you are in your chat and in your channel. And that goes for like raids, you know, people interacting with your channel, people in your Discord, people interacting on your social media, like all of that stuff. You'll have a much happier and healthier relationship with the people in your community on Twitch. Oh, one other thing I want to add on this too is this also goes into people that come into your channel to kind of vent or they had a bad day. I think that's okay to do up to a point, but if someone is just coming in to kind of complain and vent and talk about how much their life sucks and all of that stuff, you know, feel free to just be like, hey, I know that you're having a bad day. Can you just DM me once I'm off stream and we can talk through it, or DM one of my mods. You know, I'd like to keep the channel upbeat and whatnot. And you know, I just feel like you're having a little bit of a bad day and I would love to like talk to you about it off of stream. So another thing like that I think would be helpful. We've had many instances where we've just had people who need to be whispered to and talked to privately to kind of help them feel better, and also just let them know, like, as a part of this community, we like to keep things upbeat and positive, like during the stream. I totally understand if you're having a bad day, but the stream is like kind of a safe place and a happy place for a lot of people, so we don't want to be bringing too much of like that kind of thing into the chat. All right, number 2, friendships are the most important and special thing to me from streaming on the platform. Yes, making money is cool. Yes, creating content and playing video games is really cool, but the connection for me is the thing that keeps me coming back. You know, I have the people that are sitting in the chat room waiting for me to go live because they like to hang out in my channel. And that's like the biggest thing for me. You know, I've also connected with, you know, other streamers that I've created friendships with. I have hung out with viewers and mods that, you know, that I've met over the years, and those things are really special to me. And when I look back on Twitch, even if for some reason, like in 10 years, I'm not streaming anymore, I'm gonna look back at the time that I did stream, at least the 5 years that I have been streaming, and look at the friendships I created, look at the relationships I built, and look at the experiences I had with the people that were in my channel. So, you know, in the 5 years that I've been streaming, those friendships are the things I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life. And I would encourage you to kind of keep those relationships your top priority. When you are interacting with other people, they can see right through it if you're just trying to use them to get their viewers or to get them to play a game with you so that they look good or whatever it is. The relationships that you build, you're going to remember forever. You're not going to remember how much money you made in the month of June 10 years from now. So just keep that in mind and, you know, cherish the opportunity we have to be able to connect with each other on this gaming platform at this level. All right, number 3. Number 3, my lord. Create content that you like and that you would watch yourself. So looking back at, you know, about 3 years ago, there was some content that I was creating that had me dreading getting onto my stream. And when I look back, I kind of cringe a little bit because I was like, why did I do that? Why was I trying to prove something to somebody, or why was I feeling like I needed to do this? So right now on the platform, I really feel like my content is reflective of me and what interests me and what I'm passionate about. Your viewers will be able to tell what you are excited about and what you are passionate about. If you force yourself to do something that you aren't super excited about, your viewers are going to be able to know that as well. Don't force yourself to do things that you don't like or you're not excited about, or you're just doing it to prove to your viewers that, you know, you're loyal or you'll give them content that they want. There was a couple times where I forced myself to play games that I wasn't really interested in, and you know, I look back and I'm like, why did I do that? What would be the point? Like, I don't want to, even if that game would have blown up for me, I wouldn't have wanted to get stuck playing that for the rest of my streaming career. So just keep your own happiness in mind when you're creating content. Be passionate about it. There's a reason why you are drawn towards certain things, and I think that's something you have to be very aware of, especially if you're building your own brand. You got to build your brand around things that you like. So I would say just make sure you're creating content that you are 100% behind and that you can look back at and be like, yeah, I was totally in the right doing that content, or it's really good memories that I love and I'm going to have for the rest of my life. All right, let's move on to number 4. So fun fact about the number 4, I was born on April 4th, so it's 4-4. I don't know. I always just think of number 4. I always think of that when I think of the number 4. Anyway, I digress. We'll jump into number 4, but having a schedule for your stream is super important. And this could be anywhere from, hey, I am always streaming this, and this day every single week. So for me, I always stream on Sunday night. Like, that has been the most consistent time that I've streamed. I almost never miss a Sunday. And then obviously you can pick, depending on what your schedule looks like, what your life looks like, if you can pick, you know, 2 or 3 days a week where you're really consistent, that can be huge. I have found, because I've streamed so consistently on Sunday nights, like Sunday is like my most successful night for streaming. People just know I'm always going to be on at that time. And I almost do like the same content every Sunday. I usually do viewer levels for Super Mario Maker 2. But like I said, having a schedule, people are gonna know when you're on and they're gonna know when to expect you. A lot of the times if I'm like late for my stream, which is pretty consistent because I'm always like 10 to 15 minutes late almost all the time. But if I'm late for a stream on Sunday, there's people that are like, Hannah, are you streaming tonight? Like, what's going on? Like, when are you going live? And so they just expect it at this point. So having a schedule is super important. If you can take anything from that, have a schedule. So kind of to go along with the schedule is building anticipation. So I try to give my viewers some kind of expectation when something exciting is happening, or I'm going to be planning on playing a different game a certain day. So if you can build expectations for your viewers, that's going to help you a ton, because people, for example, I used to do cosplay streams a lot. If I'm like, hey, I'm going to be doing a cosplay stream on Saturday, people are like, all right, I'm going to be there on Saturday. I know what's coming up. Or if I'm going to do a blind playthrough of a game and somebody really wants to watch it, I'm like, all right, I'm going to be playing this on this day, and I'm going to continue the playthrough. Like at the end of that stream where I did something different, I'll be like, all right, the next stream I'm going to be doing this. And if you can kind of set that expectation, and then you can also build that anticipation with your channel, especially when exciting things are happening, it can just build excitement and help you get momentum going into the next stream that you do. Number 5. We've gone over a ton of things that I've learned. But the final thing that I would like to leave you with is a lot of people want to see success overnight when it comes to Twitch. You know, they want to start making thousands of dollars in the first month that they start streaming, and they want to be able to retain viewers and all that stuff. I would say about a year after I first started, I put a lot of pressure on myself to get partnered, and I definitely think my content suffered because I was so stressed out and worried that I wasn't getting to where I wanted to be as fast as I wanted to go. What I would say is try to enjoy the journey of being a Twitch streamer. When I started, you know, the first couple streams I had 1 or 2 people watching my channel, and they were like my siblings and a friend from high school. I eventually got a couple, I probably had like 5 regular viewers the first month that I started streaming, and I made $1. I think I made $1 donation in the first month I started streaming. And I remember when I got that first $1, I was so excited. Like, I was like, somebody gave me $1? Like, what? This is amazing. On Twitch, you're gonna run into like tons of challenges, and at the same time, you're also gonna get a lot of victories. And what I can tell you is you need to enjoy the journey as much as you can. I know it's good to always be forward thinking, and I'm definitely like, okay, what's the next thing I'm going to do? But don't stress yourself out when it comes to, I need to get this number of followers by this day. I need to have this many subscribers at this time. I need to reach this many average viewers so that I can get partner. If you do that, you're just gonna stress yourself out and make it so much harder for you to reach those goals. I would set more goals like, all right, this month I want to do this game on stream, and this month I want to do a giveaway to give back to my viewers. Think of it more so as not hard, solid number goals, because you're just going to stress yourself out, and think of your stream as kind of a long journey, and like, what can you experience and what can you try and what can you learn about yourself while you're like chasing your goals. You know, I got partnered, you know, three years after streaming, or over 3 years after I started streaming, and I really wanted to get it sooner than that. But when it finally came, it was like the biggest joy and relief, and like, it was one of the best moments that I ever had with my community on my platform. Like, I remember getting the email and like tearing up, because I had worked so hard for it. And if I hadn't like done so many different things during my journey and like tried all these different things, like that moment wouldn't have been as special. If I would have got it, you know, 2 months after started streaming, it wouldn't have been as special. But I look back and I'm like, look at how much I've grown as a person since I started 5 years ago. You know, I was super depressed. I was more negative than I am now, and as I like grew myself, my channel grew, and it just is like some of the coolest memories that I have. So all in all, go into streaming like it's going to be a fun journey. Like you're going to be learning so much about yourself. Take it as an opportunity to learn new games, increase your skills, improve your personality and your characteristics, and take it as something that you'll always have forever, that you got to experience. Don't go into Twitch expecting an X result. Go into Twitch with the goal of, I love games, I have a passion for gaming, I would love to make money off of it, but I'm not going to like force myself to, you know, hit XYZ, whatever. It's great to have goals, but just really consider streaming as, you know, something that you can use to elevate yourself and your journey through this life. Alright, you guys, that's about all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, like the video, it helps my content. I'm going to be producing more gaming content and more like video vlog kind of type videos like this for you in the future. And if you like it, you know, subscribing is going to help you be able to know when it's released. Going forward, you'll see new videos on Wednesdays, and I'll probably do something like this once a month and then do gaming content like the 3 other weeks during a month. But I'm super excited to be providing more content to you guys, especially fresh content that you don't find on Twitch. So thank you guys for watching, and make it a great day. Hey guys, it's Hannahbart, back at it with a... So today, if you guys like... let's try this again. Alright, I'm just gonna talk, and hopefully that the words come out the way that I want it to. I'm gonna close my door so I'm not bugging Tony. Things you hate. If you're literally like pulling your hair out, like, I have to get on stream today, I do not want to do this. That I cherish the most from Twitch. Good thing I can talk. Yeah. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. Alright, what am I saying next?